Citizens Bank and Trust is the official bank of the Comets. Citizens Bank and Trust is also partnered with the Comets for the Citizen Saves campaign. This season, whenever a Comets goalkeeper made a save or defender made a block, Citizens donated $5 to local charities. This year, Citizens donated nearly $3,000 to local charities.
Watch me as I dance under the spotlight. Listen to the people screaming out more and more. Cause I create the feeling that keep them coming back. Yeah, I create the feeling that keep them coming back. So captivating when I get it on the floor. Know you've been patiently waiting. I know you need me, I can feel it. I'm a beast, I'm an animal. I'm that monster in the mirror. The headliner, finisher, I'm the closer, winner. Best when under pressure with seconds left, I show up. If you really want more, scream it out louder. Leave it on the floor, bring out the fire and light it up, take it up higher. Gonna push it to the limit, give it more. If you really want more, scream it out louder. Leave it on the floor, bring out the fire and light it up. Zone tight, put them in the air if you want more and more. Cause I can break it, feel it, I go hard, can't stop. But if I stop it, just know that I'ma bring it back. Hey. Never quit, no believing that. Oh, you've been patiently waiting, I know you need me, I can feel it. I'm a beast, I'm an animal, I'm that monster in the mirror. The headliner, finisher, I'm the closer, winner. Best when under pressure with seconds left, I show up. If you really want more, scream it out louder. Leave it on the floor, bring out the fire and light it up, take it up higher. Gonna push it to the limit, give it more. If you really want more, scream it out louder. Leave it on the floor, bring out the fire and light it up, take it up higher. Gonna push it to the limit, give it more. Push it to the limit, give it more. Push it to the limit, give it more. If you really want more, scream it out louder. Leave it on the floor, bring out the fire and light it up, take it up higher. Gonna push it to the limit, give it more. If you really want more, scream it out louder. Leave it on the floor, bring out the fire and light it up, take it up higher. Gonna push it to the limit, give it more. Push it to the limit, give it more.
You're looking for that exclusive, hot, fresh out the booth music from your favorite artists.
I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now. Now, rock right now. I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now.
I wanna dance in the lights. I wanna rock your body. I wanna go, I wanna see your body rock, shaking it from the bottom to top. Freak to what the DJ drop. We be the ones to make it hot. Electric shock, energy like a billion watts. Space be booming, the speakers pop. Galactic, call me Mr. Spot. We bumping in your parking lot.
When you coming up in the spot, don't bring nothing we call pink dot, cause we burning around the clock. Hit the lights and then turn them off. If you green, that don't make you stop. Like the jungle, we run the block. No one rolling the way we rock, way we rock.
I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now.
I wanna dance in the lights. I wanna rock your body. I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body.
Rock that body, come on, rock that body.
Rock that body.
Rock that body, come on, rock that body. Rock that body, come on, rock that body.
Rock your body.
Rock that body, come on, rock that body.
Super fly ladies, all of my super fly ladies, all of my super fly ladies, all of my super fly ladies.
Yeah, you could be big bone, long as you feel like you own. You could be the model type, skinny with no appetite, short stack, black or white, long as you do what you like. Body out of sight, body out of sight.
She does a two-step and a tongue drop. She does a cabbage patch and the bus stop. She like electro, she love hip-hop. She like the reggae, she feel punk rock. She like samba and the mambo. She like to break dance and calypso. Get a little crazy, get a little stupid, get a little crazy, crazy. I wanna dance in the lights. I wanna rock your body. I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body right. Rock your body right. Rock your body right. Come on, yeah.
Rock that body, come on, rock that body.
Come on, yeah. Rock
like Angel Eye, rock, and Pay My Life, rock, and Sam Die, and Amanda and Tamara. I'm in here like, what's up, weekend?
ground.
Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher, what the sins forgot. I must now remind you, let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher, what the sins forgot. I must now remind you, let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Just let it rock, let it rock, let it rock, let it
I'm back like I forgot something. I'm something. Rolling, rock, rubbing, rap, running. Miles like it's trying to get a flat stomach. Like Wayne, a personal trainer. My aim is perfect. Yeah, period. Like the reminder.
I wish I could be as cool as you, and I wish I could say the things you do, but I can't and I won't live a lie. No, not this time.
Now what if I told you my city was the best, and my city was a threat to the rest, and my city was a threat to the
This
rest?
city is my city, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. I was born and raised here. I got it made here, and if I have my way, I'm gonna stay. Every corner, to every block, yeah. Whether it's warm or storming, downright stupid hot, hot. From the problems all the way to the solutions, yeah. Forget all the drugs and gangs, corruption and pollution. No, 'cause this city is my city, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. I was born and raised here. I got it made here, and if I have my way, I'm gonna stay here for life. 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 For life.
Now what if I told you my city was the best, and my city was a threat to the rest? But you can't rest inside my city. My city's so cold if you ain't dressed. And what they accept, I had a right address. Parts of my city, certain colors can't step. And sadly, I'm talking about the color of your skin. Sorry, my brother can't let you in, 'cause the property value might go down to a level that's economically unacceptable and socially taboo for us to live around you, huh? Is this what it's down to? Root for the same team, maybe had the same dream, not the same reality. Actually, mine's is a bad education and gentrification. Despite all the above, I love
This city is my city, and I love it, love it, love it. I was born and raised here. I got it made here, and if I have my way, I'm gonna stay here for life, for life, for life, for life, for life, for life. Life, life. You can take my picture, you can
Ladies and gentlemen, now being brought to midfield is the Major Indoor Soccer League Championship Trophy. This trophy will be presented in Baltimore on Saturday night to the winner of this MISL Championship Series, but is being brought here tonight so we can all see what we're playing for, Comets fans. We need you to be real loud tonight, because here's the hardware.
Oh, baby! The game, the series, and a berth in the MISL Championship Series on the line right here.
Johnny Sosa, number 19, is going to be on the ball. You see Asadpour, top of the circle, Tom. There's Alvarez just to his left. It looks like Hughes is going to be looking for the chip over the top.
And it comes! Alvarez! Shot and a goal! And the Missouri Comets are going to be on their way to the MISL Championship Series.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your public address announcer, Ed Bishop. Welcome to the Independence Event Center for Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series. After two exciting victories that you just saw in Comets Vision last weekend, the Comets are ready for the next step in their quest for the MISL Championship Cup. Let me hear you, fans. Who wants a trophy? And now, here comes our favorite mascot, Calvin the Canine. And now, let's meet the visiting Baltimore Blast. Starting goalkeeper, number 0, William Vanzella. Starting at defender, number 7, Baton Myers. At forward, number 8, Lucas Roque. Defender, number 9.
The best indoor soccer players in the world will be running in Middle America tonight. It's the Major Indoor Soccer League Championship live from Independence Event Center. Tonight, the top-seeded Baltimore Blast begin their quest for their 6th indoor title on the road in the Kansas City area against the surprising 3rd-seeded Missouri Comets. Hi again, everybody, and welcome into the MISL Finals live on MISLNation.com. This is Nick Vassos. I'll be joined in just a moment by my broadcast partner tonight, former KC Comet and St. Louis Steamer defender Jeff Davis, who's in tonight for Jim Schwab. Well, that distant voice rattling around in the back of your head over the weekend was actually Gomer Pyle repeating his familiar saying, surprise, surprise, surprise. Yep, many thought at the beginning of the season Baltimore would end up playing Milwaukee in the MISL Championship, and if you wrote that down in ink, that would have been a pretty safe bet. After all, Milwaukee and Baltimore have played in the last 2 championships, and both clubs have combined to win over 10 MISL titles. Yet here we are, the Missouri Comets at 13 up and 13 down in the regular season, and in the finals for the first time against an experienced, deep, and talented Blast side that went 21-5 during the regular season. Coming up, we're going to tell you how each team got here. We'll have the starting lineups and the kickoff as we inch closer to Game 1 of the MISL Finals. But first, let's talk some MISL Finals right now as we bring in my broadcast partner, former KC Comet Jeff Davis, Defender of the Year, back in 99-2000, won 2 MISL championships while a professional in Kansas City and St. Louis. Jeff, I'm just wondering if being here tonight has stirred a few butterflies that you must have felt winning those titles back in the mid-90s. And what do you think the players are thinking as they get ready to play this championship game?
Well, it did, Greek. You know, like we talked before, they brought the cup out, and it just gives me goosebumps. I mean, this is what you play for. This is a whole deal right here, and couldn't be happier for these guys and Kim and the whole staff. I mean, they deserve it. They've worked really hard. I know there's a lot of butterflies, obviously, but I mean, hopefully the guys come out and just play the way they've been playing. They deserve to be here. They beat Milwaukee in Milwaukee, and I mean that's a big task to take on.
That's almost unheard of, as well as Milwaukee has played over the years. Well, tonight, every player, every coach, trainer, including this broadcaster in the building, is thinking about playing their best in the most important game of the year.
Yes.
Can you do anything to calm yourself down in preparation of a game like this?
You want to have that fire, but you don't want it to be out of control. So you just want to get out there. You want to have the intensity. You want to have the drive, the desire, all the stuff that you've had. You just want to. It's controlled chaos is basically what it is. So hopefully that Vahid talked to the boys and Kim. I'm sure. How many of these has Kim been through? So he's trying to settle them all down and take care of everything.
I'm wondering, from a coaching standpoint, we know about his legendary playing career, but as a coach, I wonder if last weekend's victory over Milwaukee might be the best of his career. We know he coached in Wichita, but I got to think reaching the finals and winning against a team like Milwaukee, what do you think?
I would think so, and I actually meant to ask him that, but I didn't feel like it was the right time to ask him a question like that. Did you ever get to the finals before? I don't recall Wichita ever doing it, so I think this is probably the biggest coaching platform that he's ever been on.
No question. We'll have more from Jeff coming up in a moment here, but let's tell you about how each team got here. First, for the Baltimore Blast, the top-seeded team in the MISL playoffs, a regular season record of 21-5, 2-0 during the playoffs. They met up against the Chicago Soul, the number 4 seed, and in Game 1, the Baltimore Blast led 8-6 at half, 12-6 after the third, and they scored 10 points in the fourth quarter to go on to win at 23-13 in Game 1. Adado Neto had 7 points. Lucas Roque, 6 points. William Vanzela stopped 20 of 26 as Baltimore captured Game 1. Well, that game in Chicago. Game 2 was back in Baltimore, and Chicago's Jeff Ritchie, the goalkeeper there, shut the Blast out in the first half, and the Soul led it 2-0 after the first 2 quarters. But Baltimore outscored Chicago 10-3 in the third and held a 10-5 lead. Chicago tacked on another fourth-quarter goal, but it wasn't enough as the Blast held on for a 10-7 win to advance to the finals. 5 different players scored for Baltimore. William Vanzela, he stopped 5 of 8 shots to pick up the second win. For the Comets, they started out rough. They had Game 1 at home. For the regular season, the third-seeded Comets, 13-13. The Comets led 8-0 at half and 10-0 with 5 minutes into the third quarter when the mighty Mo left the Missouri ship and settled on a wave. Milwaukee answered with 5 straight goals the last coming 22 seconds on the 6th attacker. And then in overtime, Giuliano Oliviero floated one in at 8:48 to secure the comeback, breaking the hearts of the Comets, and now leading the series 1-0 with both teams heading to Milwaukee. Well, in Game 2, the Comets trailed 4-2 at half. Cody Andrews, who has been just tremendous in this playoff series, scored a three-pointer in the third quarter to bring the Comets to within 1 point at 6-5 after 3. Milwaukee extended their lead to 8-5 before the Comets cut the lead to 8-7. And then with 37 seconds left, Leo Gibson from the back from suspension, got a 6th attacker goal to put the Comets on top 9-8 to hold off the Wave. They are now tied at a game apiece, and we went on to the minigame. Well, the Comets struck first in the minigame. Cody Andrews continued his brilliant postseason play with another three-pointer to put the Comets up 3-0. Luan Oliveira and Heverton scored 2 goals for Milwaukee to take the lead at 4-3 with just 6 minutes to play. It would be that way until with just 5 seconds left in the game, and the ball spotted in the right wing corner. John Sosa on the ball sends a pass to the top of the arc. Byron Alvarez hits it, and it goes through a number of Wave defenders for a golden goal, and the Comets win Game 3, the mini-game, 5-4, an unbelievable win for the Missouri Comets. That is what's put them here in the MISL Finals against the Baltimore Blast. We'll talk about Baltimore in a second, but JD, as we bring you back in, you were here for Game 1 with the Comets up 10-0. We're all thinking smooth sailing, right?
Yeah, not so much. I was here, and we were playing very, very well, but you know that Milwaukee, you've seen enough of these games. You knew Milwaukee was going to have a rush, and it was just a matter of could we hold them off? Could we get that one goal, that killer goal? And we just never seemed to get it. We had a number of shots at the post, at the crossbar, and we just couldn't get it to go in, and you could just feel the momentum switch. And after that game, I was a little worried about where the series was headed going back to Milwaukee.
Having to travel to Milwaukee down a game in a short series, it must have been like looking up at Everest for those players going over to Milwaukee.
Yes.
Also, great contributions from Cody Andrews. He leads the Comets in playoff points with 8. He had a couple of big three-pointers. Jeff Hughes has scored 6 points. You need contributions like that if you're going to go this far.
I was very impressed with Jeff Hughes' first game. Cody's been doing great. Cody's a player that's on the up and up.
And we'll now hear from our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nice job with our national anthem. We're getting ready for Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series. Let's talk about this Baltimore Blast team, 21-5 during the regular season. They're coached by Danny Kelly. He's assisted by David Bascombe. A team that is confident. It punishes you for mistakes. They're deep, experienced, well coached. Kind of sounds a lot like the Milwaukee Wave, doesn't it?
Very similar. We were down on the field before, and I just cannot believe it. It's amazing that every year Baltimore turns out players that are very good technically, tactically, everything, as well as being big. I looked over at Conte. I said, hey, big boy, you're going to have your hands full tonight.
No question about it. And you know, if you're going to think about winning the MISL championship in today's game, you're going to have to go through Milwaukee and probably going to have to go through Baltimore.
Yes, I mean, you're looking at the two most storied franchises for the last, 20 years or so. They've been around forever, and they can constantly turn good players and good teams out. They're good coaches, too. You have David and Danny. I mean, they've been around a long time. Excellent players in their own right, and just obviously they're doing a great job, behind the bench.
We'll be watching Adeto Neto. His 9 points lead the Blast this postseason. Lucas Roque also has 8 points for the postseason. The Blast were 3-1 against the Comets during the regular season. And we'll also be keeping an eye on MISL Defender of the Year, Mike Lookingland. He's a dynamic player out of the back. And Michelle Millwood. He is versatile and a strong presence in the box. And we're taking a look at the Comets huddled around head coach Kim Runfed. Let's give you the starting lineups. First for the visiting Baltimore Blast. Starting in goal, it'll be rookie William Van Zela. For the regular season, 16-5 and a points against average of 8.72. He's 2-0 and his points against average 10. Mike Lookingland will be starting at one defender position. Lookingland, the MISL Defender of the Year, 49 points, 35 blocks on the season. But Tom Myers will be the other defender. He has 34 points on the year. He's also scored a goal and 2 assists during this postseason. Tony Donatelli will be one of the players playing up top along with Stephen DeRue. And again, Adeto Neto. Actually, Patam Myers, I think, is going to play forward. And you'll have Stephen DeRue playing in the back. Adeto Neto, again, 9 points with 4 goals and an assist in the 2-game series with Chicago. Now for the hometown, Missouri Comets. In goal, it'll be Danny Waltman. Danny 12-8 during the regular season. His points against average, 12.92. Danny is 0-1 in 3 games in the postseason. That's because the Comets scored their 2 game-winning goals in a 6th attacker situation. So Vahid Asapor actually gets the 2 goalkeeper
crazy,
wins. Isn't that nuts? That is just nuts.
And they're in the finals.
I know it. Brian Harris will start at one defender. He's got an everlasting motor and a thunderous right foot. Harris with 33 points during the regular season. At the other defender will be Cristiano, the tall, lanky Brazilian, with 17 points during the regular campaign. Vahid Asapor will start up top for the Comets. Alongside him will be Lucas Rodriguez as well. So it's the Comets wearing blue tonight as both teams exchange handshakes and some hugs. We're giving you a live look here at the Galaxy girls. The Comets again will be in blue, trimmed in white and red. The Blast will be wearing their road white uniforms with yellow numerals, and we are just about set to get game 1 of the MISL Championship Series underway. Baltimore will have the ball to begin the game first, and standing in the center circle is Adeto Neto. 15 minutes on the scoreboard clock, and we are underway in game 1 of the MISL Finals. Near side it comes to Patam Myers. Baltimore works it left to right. Baltimore won both games here at Independence Event Center. The Comets won their lone game against the Blast up in Baltimore, which is a tough place to win as well. The Blast send it into the corner, broken up by Cristiano. Here's a chance and a goal, and Baltimore strikes early with an early goal just 27 seconds in. The Blast 2 and the Comets nothing.
Well, Greek, you said it in the opening. They capitalize on mistakes, and right there it was just a little bit of a bad touch and ends up in the back of your net. It's a tough way to start for the Comets.
Can't tell the number on that jersey right there, but we do know it's in the back of the net. Donatelli. Donatelli the goal, and Lookingland the assist. It is 2-0 Baltimore. And once again, well, unlike the series with Milwaukee, the Comets fall behind early. And they finally get it across the half line into Blast territory, and Alvarez was there right next to Van Zela.
It's going to be important for the Comets to settle this down. Baltimore's coming out, and they're putting really high pressure on them in the back already, trying to make the Comets make those mistakes in the back.
Well, that's what Milwaukee did in game 1. In game 2 and 3, they seem more to sit back. There's Van Zela off his line. Alvarez holds it in
Good
down to the
ball.
corner.
That's a great.
Now
That's a
shot to the
goal.
goal.
That's
It's
a
shot to the
great
goal. What great work there with Vahid Asadpour and El Matador, Byron Alvarez. We're tied at 2.
That is an amazing piece of work right there. They set that up absolutely beautifully. Byron wins the ball along the boards, plays it down to Vahid. Vahid one touches back, and Byron makes no mistake. I wish I had a good Schwabi right now, but it's not where grandmother hides the cookies. It was on the ground.
You won't find service like that at Plaza 3.
That's a great answer, though, Greek. I mean, that's exactly what the Comets needed to kind of settle this whole thing down and get this crowd back into it.
For Byron Alvarez, number 23, that is his 6th playoff point and his 2nd playoff goal. He got the game winner in Game 3 against Milwaukee. And for Vahid Asadpour, that's his first point of postseason. Little surprise Vahid hadn't scored in the 3 games against Milwaukee, but good to see him on the board.
Yeah, he did some absolutely unbelievable defensive work in that Milwaukee game, the first game that it didn't show up on the stat sheet, but his work ethic in the middle and keeping the ball and putting pressure you just can't beat it.
Well, you've got Asadpour, Alvarez, and Gibson right there in the top 10 in scoring for the Comets. Interesting note about Baltimore, they don't have a lot of guys at the top of the league in terms of scoring, but they were the highest scoring team in the MISL, so they're deep.
Right. They had a whole bunch of guys, though, that were right there close to the top. They had 4 or 5 guys, I think, in the 40s in points. That's pretty good.
We're tied at 2. Ibrahim Kante forward to Cody Andrews, the hero of the playoffs so far for the Comets. Back to Brian Harris. East-west, it comes near side to Sosa. Sosa rolls it to Gibson in the corner. Gibson away from the goal, now turns on the defender. And will dribble it back towards the center circle. Comets did a great job at holding the ball against Milwaukee. And here over the last 15 seconds, pretty good job here. Here's Sosa. Wow, tried to go to his right, fires a shot. And not a lot of pace on that one. Van Zela makes an easy save.
That was a great little piece of work between Sosa and Leo. Leo played a great ball in the corner. It looked like Sosa's knee just kind of buckled, or his ankle buckled right before he took the shot.
Here's a look at Mike Lookingland. He's the league defender of the year. He plays it near side to Max Ferdinand. Now, Ferdinand, like Asadpour, has been held scoreless during the postseason, which is a bit surprising.
Yeah, this is a guy they're going to have to watch. He's very dangerous.
There's Ferdinand with a drive, and that one shoots right across the goal mouth. Near side it comes, and it's picked up there by Healy and played away from the goal. Now to the center circle it comes to DeRue. And down to the corner it goes to Neto. Poked away from behind by Harris, picked up by Gibson of the Comets. Gibson bumped down to the ground, and no call. Still going forward. Here's a shot, and a goal. Baltimore scores again.
That was Max Ferdinand. We just got done talking about him. They put that high pressure on, and we got caught in the back with the ball.
Here's the replay, JD. Take a look at it again. Tell us what you see.
Like I said, they were pushing high on us. Every time we get the ball near that yellow line, they're putting very high pressure on it. And we turned it over right there. It was a 3-on-1. Turned into a 3-on-0. And it was basically a tap-in.
Did Ferdinand get that goal?
I think it went in off Sosa.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is Ferdinand's goal off Sosa.
So Max Ferdinand gets his first playoff points, his first goal, and the Blast retake the lead 4-2.
Tell you what, Greek, if we can break them down with the first 1 or 2 passes coming out of the back, there are going to be plenty of opportunities to get forward for the Comets here. There's a lot of space in behind those 2 or 3 guys that are pushing high on our defenders.
It's that initial wave of pressure that you got to get past. Here's Alvarez still going forward. Byron takes a tumble, but it's okay. It spins off to Asadpour. And he played it forward to Ivanovic. Ivanovic over there on the boards, working with DeRue. It squirts off to the center circle and controlled by the Comets. 10.5 to play in the first. The Blast 4 and the Comets 2 in Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series. Alvarez, 70 points during the regular season. Alvarez hasn't been in the MISL Finals for 4 years when he played for Monterrey La Raza, and they won it back that year.
That team was solid.
Yeah.
It was tough playing.
And in that atmosphere in Monterrey.
My goodness. That was a fun place to play some soccer.
Here's Cody Andrews. Fires one. Gil Gibson flashed in but couldn't put a boot on it.
Top of the box.
And that one kicked out of bounds by Baltimore. The Comets are going to get a chance here on the restart.
You know, Greek, we talked a little bit about it before the game started. I think if we go simple with all of our restarts, we should be way better off. Just get that ball right or left and have a crack at it.
That's how they won Game 3 off the restart. Comets are a good restart team. They're just not consistent on those dead ball situations. Here we go.
Right now, I'd be looking for Lucas Rodriguez.
Here's Asadpour, Alvarez, Lucas with a drive, and that one blocked out of bounds. You called it right there, JD. Rodriguez with a drive, and on the log roll was Patah Myers. That'll give the Comets a corner kick from the left wing corner. Sosa will trigger the restart again. Here's Sosa up top to Asadpour. That one deflects off of Myers. Vahid gets it back and will dribble it away from the goal. Back to Lucas. Oh, Lucas played it into open space and almost picked off there, and it is. Looking Land gets a touch on it, but a foul is called on Baltimore. And that's Patah Myers' first foul. 9:39 left to play in the first. Baltimore 4, Missouri 2. Glad you're along with us here on MISLNation.com, wherever you're listening. Baltimore area, KC metro area.
That's a good ball by Danny right there. Leo's got to come back and help him out because Danny really doesn't have anything. He's behind the yellow line. He can't dump at 3, so we got to make sure that our forwards come back and get it and help us get out of that back.
Well, Baltimore and Missouri fighting for it. It comes off to Gibson. He gets it over to Jeff Hughes, who plays it back to Danny Waltman, and once again, here comes the pressure. On over to Brian Harris. Brian Harris. He's got it in fourth gear across the line. Here comes Harris. Down to Gibson. Gibson hits it on the volley, and it's blocked there by Looking Land. Now right side for Falk. Comets operating just outside the yellow line with under 9 to play in the first, trailing by 2. Brian Harris, UMKC product, played forward collegiately, now defender in the indoor game. Harris with those orange boots into the corner. It goes for Gibson. Looking Land clears it away. Cristiano chests it on over to Harris. Now in the midfield area, got a foul. This one's against Brian Harris. As he
that was a little dangerous.
JT Noon, that was close. By the way, Ron Corey and Ryan Sigich are our referees here tonight.
RC.
Ron Corey, his father Les Corey, is watching back at home. We want to say a special hi to Les Corey. You know, Ron has been
around a long time.
Yes, he's been officiating this game for a long time.
He has heard new curse words that were made up probably more than anybody I know.
His 20th year officiating in the MISL, and his 20th year he's been officiating in postseason. He's got some really thick skin, brother.
Oh, my goodness. I've heard some doozies.
Baltimore right out in front.
I told him before the game, I said, who's the worst? And I know Kevin Ketters has got to be up there close.
And, you know, I asked him about Jim Schwab, and he said, yeah, you know, Schwab, he wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and then he blamed it all on Zorn.
Oh, there's another goal by Baltimore as they volley it around, and it's now 6-2 Blast.
That was a nice piece of work coming out of the corner. A quick little give and go and a great little finish.
Patah Myers with the goal. And Adato Neto the assist. Here's the replay right here. They just keep pinging it around there in the corner. Finally pops open. And then Patah Myers sees an opening and then just toe pokes it with the left foot through. And a timeout. Let's take a break as well. 7:32 left to play in the first quarter. You're watching the MISL Championship Series on MISLNation.com. And we're bringing you back inside Independence Event Center alongside former Comet defender Jeff Davis. This is Nick Vassos. We're joined by John Stratton, our engineer, and Jeff Houston, Director of Communications for the Comets. Glad you're with us on MISLNation.com. Game 2 coming up Saturday night in Baltimore between the Blast and the Comets. You can watch the game right here on MISLNation.com. 7.5 to play in the first. Comets with the ball, trailing by 4. And here comes some pressure here once again by the Blast. Danny Waltman, he's one of the keepers who is pretty confident with his feet. So
almost too. It scares me a little bit sometimes. He's very good with his feet.
And for you fans watching in Baltimore, don't be surprised if Waltman comes across the half line a few times in this game, kind of acting as like a sixth attacker.
Yes, I think he did that against Milwaukee and almost scored in the first game.
He did. Alvarez away from the goal, back to Cody Andrews. Andrews surveys the Blast defense and lays it off to Alvarez. Alvarez marked by Michelle Millwood. Ivanovic leaves it for Alvarez, touched over to Zhang. Zhang back to Milan. Milan away from the goal to Asadpour, 6.5 in the first. Left for Milan. Nice play there by Alvarez to kind of dummy the ball, but that took a funny hop, and Ivanovic couldn't get a boot on it. Got some changes for both teams. Ivanovic and Zhang go off.
This is exactly what we needed. Get Byron isolated on that one defender, and then we can play off him.
There's Alvarez to Asadpour. Well, it bounces high and away from the Comets goal. They will control. Alvarez bangs it back in there, but nobody home. Comets getting back defensively, and Cody Andrews will pick it up and play it back to Danny Waltman. Here's Robert Palmer. Over to Lucas Rodriguez. Shielding away Chris Williams of the Blast. And plays it back to Palmer. Now over to Harris.
It seems like our passes are just a bit off. Like that pass right there. That's a simple pass, just right down the line to a foot, and we're playing it, and it's hitting off boards, and then all of a sudden we're in a scramble because they are putting that high pressure on. Whereas if it was to a foot, they're going to take that step or at least have to think about the pressure because you never know if you're going to get beat. That's a good ball by Leo.
Back heel to Robert Palmer. And then kicked out of bounds. That one should go top of the box. Oh, Ron Corey from away from the ball.
I thought I paid him enough before the game.
That's going to be over to Baltimore. Under 6 to play in the first. Here's Patal Myers. Myers has one of the Blast goals. Baltimore in their win in game 2. Oh, here's Myers again walking it in. He gets tripped up.
Well, that was
centered into the box there for Ferdinand, but it goes through.
That was a payback, I think, because that looked like a foul to me.
Here's Harris. Over to Gibson. Now forward to Lucas, and the Comets can come forward here. Well, now they put on the brakes here. Into the middle to Sosa. Now over the top of the defender and into the corner for Rodriguez. Rodriguez puts a shoulder into Neto.
Neto's a stout boy.
Yeah, he is. There's Neto now battling Sosa. Neto wins it off the board. Boy, he is strong on the ball, isn't he?
He is strong on the ball, man. He's very, very good in tight spaces. That's why you gotta be tight enough to stand him up, but you don't want to be too tight because he will roll you.
Here's Cristiano. He lays it off for Harris. Harris showing some skill in the midfield area. Over to Sosa. Sosa top of the defense to Cristiano, and Van Zela can't hang on to it. Cleared away. Ferdinand got a piece of it. Now Neto. Long ball for Ferdinand. Running stride for stride is Sosa of the Comets. John gets there first, plays it back to Danny. Danny touches it away from the goal to Falk. Well, that's a white knuckle right there in front of the goal.
He had a little yawn.
Always keeps it interesting. Danny Waltman from Gig Harbor, Washington. Oh, good pass there as the Comets work it across the line. Into the corner it goes for Asadpour. Michelle Millwood is there before Vahid. Millwood, tall, lanky, attacking player. Now a long drive from Chung, and that one just above the woodwork.
We're putting good pressure on them right here. We've had the ball for at least a good 2 or 3 minutes, and this is what we got to watch against this counterattack. They're just excellent at getting up and down the field.
Waltman's got it in front of the nearly 5,000 that are here at the Independence Event Center. Boy, I tell you,
this is a
with
great
everything that's going on in this city right now, tremendous support from our area. Tremendous support for soccer.
Yeah, we've always had unbelievable fans. I mean, going back to
Good drive there by Alvarez, just above the crossbar.
the olden days when I was playing, we've always had very good fan support.
Loyal fans.
Yeah, and this is, you see the same faces that you saw 15, 20 years ago, and they're still in the crowd. Now their kids are here with them. It's really a nice thing.
Alvarez got some space maybe. Here's Byron deep in the corner. Boy, he and DeRue are going at it, and Byron's called for the foul. And nobody here in the building believes that.
That's two boys going at it. And I think you just let them play there.
I ran into two people before the game tonight who have been coming to Comets games since the early 90s when the Comets first were playing, after the initial wave of Comets, but in the 90s when they started playing at Municipal Auditorium with Keith Tozer.
Yes.
Coached the Kansas City Attack back in the day.
Yeah, there's some people that have been around since Kim was playing way long ago. I mean a couple years ago. I don't want to say way long ago.
Here's Gibson trying to cross it into Vahid, broken up by the blast. JT Noon picks it up. He's across the line. Into the middle it comes. Now away from the goal, on back to DeRue, Steven DeRue, 3 game-winning goals during the regular season, and then back to Van Zela. Comets win it, and then it's kicked out of bounds by Leo Gibson. So William Van Zela will have the goalkeeper distribution. Van Zela 2-0 during the postseason. He's gone 60 minutes in each of the first 2 games. Danny Kelly and David Bascombe have got to be, well, there's no question they're happy with the way Van Zela performed. They had Sagu last year. He went and played for another team this year, so that left them searching, and Van Zela, a rookie, has performed admirably for the Blast.
Yeah, Sagu was excellent. I mean, he'd been around forever. He was kind of their stabilizing force, in goal for the longest time, and obviously this guy is doing the job extremely well.
They got another guy who's a scratch, but Troy Hernandez has also had a good year for them. He's 5-1 on the year. Make that 5-0. 5-0 on the year. His points against average is 8.60. Blast with the ball. Got a minute on the first quarter clock left to play. A drive for 3, and it's blocked by Rodriguez. Ferdinand heads the ball. He lost his headband, and the ball comes out to Leo Gibson, but Van Zela way off his line.
He's still
now
out.
Hughes gets it back. Van Zela retreats, and with 44 seconds left, it comes back over to Baltimore. Here's Comets. We're going to send some high pressure, try to win the ball back here in the final seconds.
I was just about to
And
say
they
that.
do.
I think
A drive, save, rebound, cleared away by Healy of the Blast. Now Sosa again. 23 seconds and a foul is called on Baltimore.
I was going to say that before the last time. Watching the goalie handle the ball, he looked a little bit just uncomfortable enough to we got a couple of pokes at it. I think we got to don't let them out. Keep that high pressure on them. Make them throw a little bit back in their face.
And we're going to have a timeout. Got a timeout on the field, and we'll keep it right here. Tonight's game brought to you by the Kansas City Soccer Dome. Been serving the soccer community for 30 years and is proud to be the official training facility of the Comets for over 20 years. Check out kcsoccerdome.com. There's a live look at the huddle, the Missouri Comets. Kim Brunfeld on the right side of your picture, Doug McClagan, the assistant on the left. Vlatko Andonovsky also in the middle of that there as they discuss what they're going to do here on the restart. You said something to me before the game. We were talking about restarts, and while the Comets haven't been noted as a prolific restart team, they are very creative, and in my opinion, they're pretty good. But you said something to keep in mind on all restarts.
Right, just get it outside the wall. All you need is a foot and a half, get it right or left of the wall and crack it. I mean, you're talking about 10 to 20 feet away from a giant goal. Just hit the target and hope for the best and get a rebound.
Get a rebound, exactly. We've seen some opportunities there. 22.6 seconds left in the opening quarter. The Comets trail the Blast 6-2 in Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series.
I think you look at that.
Down to Alvarez, hits it first time.
They did good. They defended that well.
Clock is rolling, 17 seconds left.
I do like what the Comets are doing, though, on those restarts. They're just getting it one ball, and then bang, they're hitting the ball.
Here's Leo
What a ball.
into Alvarez. And that one popped up into the air. That should do it for the first quarter. And a foul called on Sosa with 0.2 seconds left. Horn sounds, and that'll do it for the first quarter. The Comets do score 1 goal in the opening frame against Baltimore's 3, and the Blast lead it after 1 by a count of 6-2. This is the Major Indoor Soccer League Championship Series only on MISLNation.com.
And now, let's go down to midfield, and here from Mix 93.3 is the man, Steve Serrano.
All right, thanks, Ed. Comets fans, it's now time to play the Shocking Prices Shootout. I've got 2 contestants that are going to be helping us out. They've got 3 different shots at goal that you can see already lined up. Now, the person that makes the most goals or the person who makes the, obviously in the fastest time, is going to win a Mix 93.3 and Shocking Prize pack. I've got Mary down here. Mary, put your hand up. She's from Lee Summit. She's going to be helping us out. And I've also got Austin right down there from Raytown. He is going to be helping us out. Comets fans, let's hear it for both of our contestants for helping us out. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, go.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
On to the next shot, Austin there.
You can't touch this.
Mary's last one.
You can't touch this.
There we go. Austin, your very last shot here. Let's see if he can begin himself a winner. Oh, no. That's it. No, Austin, you're it. That's it. Your time is up, my friend. Let's hear for both of our contestants. Our winner tonight's going to go to Mary. Congratulations for playing this Shocking Prices Shootout. Austin's just going to continue running around. We're not for sure what he's doing anymore. And Ed, it's back to you.
We're off right now.
I talked about it seems like they're a bit deliberate out of the back. They don't play it, and maybe that was what you were just talking about.
That's exactly
get that ball and ping it down the boards and get it out there quickly.
Almost you watch them, Baltimore and Milwaukee, they're methodical. They do the same thing, but they do it well. They do it. They know that guy is going to be there, so they play it, and now they're getting into their runs.
Are we back? Second quarter. Live at the Independence Event Center, the Blast take a 6-2 lead into the second frame. Comets will have the ball to begin. They'll switch ends. They'll now move it left to right. Here's Asadpour.
Looks like Baltimore's going to lay off just a little bit to start the quarter here, which we just spent the entire 3 minutes talking about if they pressure him what to do.
And there's Danny sending it long for Alvarez. Alvarez stiff arms the defender away, plays it to Jung. Jung near side Harris. Harris back to Ryan Jung.
That's the ball
Jung
right
boots
there.
it forward to Alvarez. Heels it back for Asadpour.
Good,
and
top
it's
of the
booted
box.
out of bounds.
No way.
And the Comets are going to have a restart here at the top of the yard. So changes for the Comets. On come Rodriguez, Sosa, Gibson, Asadpour. for the Blast.
John Sosa calling it. Second ball to Byron, tap in.
3 men in the wall for the Blast. Rodriguez back to Asadpour. His drive almost got in there. And Van Zela comes off his line and snags it for the Blast. Long distribution over the Comets' yellow line all the way into the corner. Sosa shields away the defender. Now Asadpour battles with Patal Myers. Back to Donatelli and another Blast goal. And boy, the Blast working well in traffic there. And they make the Comets pay, and it's now 8-2.
It's another one of those, Greek. You got control of the ball, just something little, lose control, and they absolutely kill you with mistakes.
Going to have a replay coming up here. Take a look at what we see there. Thought they were going to be able to get it out.
Yeah, and it was Neto over to Donatelli, I do believe.
So Donatelli, that's his second goal. And the Blast, once again, extend their lead. It's now 8-2. For Neto, that is his second assist of the game.
Play that. There you go.
They play it up the boards, up to Hughes. They get it across the half line, and we'll play it to Waldman. Comets will set up their offense with 13.5 to play in the first half. Trailing 8-2. Cristiano to Leo Gibson. Gibson pops it up into the air, looking for Ivanovic, who lost his footing. Cristiano gets it back. Cristiano with a bombasso, and that one up and over the glass.
I think it caught a little kid in a sweep.
Looks like everybody's going to be okay. Can't say the same for the Nachos. Official time of the goal, Tony Donatelli at 1:04 of the second from Audetto Neto. 8-2 our score. Blast on top of the Comets. Long way to go in this one. Van Zela, look at the arm on Van Zela. Waltman's got it now for the Comets.
I think a couple times here, Danny needs to put it down and let's just get it out of the back. Let's go.
There's Sosa.
Here we go.
To Robert. Palmer into the middle. And the Blast trying to counter. Here's Max Ferdinand. Leo Gibson hits the deck. Crossed over. Shot at a goal. The Blast are now on top 10-2.
That was all Ferdinand right there. He did all the work coming out of the back, winning the ball, coming out of the back, beating everybody down the floor, played a great ball across, and basically another empty netter.
Roque gets the goal from Ferdinand. Here's the replay.
2-point goal at 2:16 of the second. Number 8. Roque for number 7, Myers.
The Comets are going to have to find a way to kind of get back into this game, weather the storm, start doing better defensively. That's the big thing right now. We're letting way too many easy tap-in goals and giving the ball up and like that right there, just giving it up in really bad, unpressured situations.
Unforced giveaway there.
Yeah.
Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Comets. 10-2. Sounds like a wide margin, but really it's not in the indoor game.
Yeah, it's still very early. Plenty of time for the Comets to get back in this one. I'm looking for him to get Leo Gibson involved. It seems when he gets a goal or an assist, a good one, all of a sudden you look up and he's got 3, 4, 5 goals, and then we're off and running.
Brian Harris, another hard-working effort so far in this game. Over to Alvarez. Now Comets lost it, and the Blast get it back, play it forward into Comet territory. Picked up there by Diesel. Diesel plays away from the goal to JT Noon. And then on back to Looking Land. Across the line it comes to Max Ferdinand. Here's Ferdinand again. Sosa goes down. A good tackle out to Sosa. Leaves it back for Falk. Comets across the line finally. Jung running into the corner with Neto. And once again, Neto comes out with it, but the Comets get it back. And boy,
Gotta be a
Alvarez
foul. I was
there.
going to say he was riding him like a horse.
That's Chris Williams. Chris Williams guilty of the foul there on Byron Alvarez, and the Comets get a restart opportunity here in good shape. They trail by 8. The Comets have outshot the Blast 7-4, yet they trail by 8. Freeman in the wall for Baltimore. Rodriguez around the wall, and it went off the glass above the crossbar.
That's not a bad effort by Luka right there.
Another good drive by Asadpour. That one bounces in
quickly
to the press box, and it's quickly restarted there by the Comets. 11 minutes to play. They try to get it into Alvarez. The pass a bit strong, and it comes off to Baltimore. Comets have 3 players back. It's 3v2. Here's Patal Myers.
Good job, Cody.
Trying to get it across. Cody Andrews, a brilliant defensive play there. Now Asadpour. And you bet the Blast are going to pressure here.
We need to get somebody here in the middle, Greek. We've got all that space. Danny's got that ball. He can't go over the 3 lines. We've got to get somebody to fill that center lane. They're all just kind of an umbrella around the outside of the field.
Well, a 50-50 ball eventually controlled by the Blast. 10 minutes and 19 seconds left to play in the first half. The Blast have scored 4 straight to take this 10-2 lead. Now another drive, and this one from Michelle Millwood. And Baltimore is blasting the Comets. It's 12-2.
Man, there isn't really anything to say. It looked like that was harmless, it looked like, and all of a sudden it turns out it's in the back of our net. Cody makes a good tackle and kind of pops to a guy, and then he just buries it.
Unassisted. Time of the goal, 4:51. Michelle Millwood, unassisted. 12-2, our score in Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series. Tell you, the great crowd that is here is sitting back on their seats. They just want something to root for. Credit the Blast. They're making the Comets pay for the few mistakes that they've made. And on offense, they just can't seem to get that right pass in the sweet spot.
Yeah, you look at this game and you watch the Comets control the ball down in Baltimore's end. Baltimore turns them over, takes off on a 3-on-2, 2-on-1, ends up in the back of our net. Or ball's in our end, they high pressure, turn it over, boom, it's in the back of our net. We've had most of the possession.
Nice move there by Brian Harris.
That was dangerous as heck. Nutmeg, and you're the last man back.
Now Hughes. Well, Hughes' touch lets him down. And it's turned back over to the Blast.
We just need one of the veteran guys to stand up and say, guys, settle down. There's plenty of time left. Hey, this is the exact scenario that Milwaukee came back from, a week ago. There's plenty of time, and they have plenty of firepower to get back in this game and come back and win this thing.
So on the field for the Comets, it's Waltman, Jung, Mads Falk, Sosa, Gibson, and Cristiano.
This is a good matchup for us. I like
Sosa with a drive for 3. Now a rebound shot by Harris,
post.
And that one off the near post.
I think that was Falk again.
Mads Falk had a nice goal in the playoff series. Now another breakaway. Here comes the Blast again. Another
Good
drive
save,
and a
Danny.
tremendous save by Danny Waltman. Now the rebound, Neto. Neto scores again, make it 6 straight for the Baltimore Blast, and they lead 14-2.
We're going to have to pick the game up defensively here pretty quick like. You can see right now, look on Kim's face, he's not exactly excited about this.
14-2 our score, 7:58 left to play in the first half. Let's break. This is the MISLNation.com. Live look at the Missouri Comets talking it over. They trail 14-2 against the Baltimore Blast. Once again, great support here tonight at Independence Event Center with a great crowd here tonight. Still a long way to go. Alongside Jeff Davis, this is Nick Vassos. John Stratton, our engineer tonight, and Communications Director Jeff Husted with us at our broadcast position here at Independence Event Center. Well, Comets and Danny Waltman and Coach Kim Runfest scratching their heads with this start right here. Alvarez gets it deep into territory. Robert Palmer fired one in there.
Good step there by
Palmer
Cody.
gets it back off the boards. Into the area it goes. Comet trying to win it back. Here's Alvarez with a drive, and Vanzela makes the save.
There you go. They're coming out putting a little bit high pressure on it. Put it right back in their face. Let
There
them
you
figure
go.
out how to do it.
Now Baltimore's going to sit back and probably wait for the Comets to come forward and then try to counter. Waltman takes a look and will boot it long. Get out, and that went out of bounds. Kick in Baltimore. 7:10 left to play in the first quarter. Game 2 of the MISL Championship Series coming up on Saturday night, live at First Mariner Arena in Baltimore. MISLNation.com will have that game for you. All MISL action this year exclusively on MISLNation.com. Comets with a little bit of pressure here. Jung picks off the pass, got a 3v2. Jung with a drive. Now a rebound header. Save made by Vanzela.
That's a great save.
Ryan Harris picks up the loose ball. Harris on back to Danny Waltman. Now pressure from Patam Myers of the Blast. Over to Jung, it goes to the Comets. Comets trying to work it out of their second third. Oh, Harris is banged into the boards by Myers, and a foul called on the Blast.
Yeah, he was beat there. Brian had him, I think.
14-2 our score. Baltimore 6 straight goals. They scored the game's first. Comets tied it on a goal by Byron Alvarez, and then goals 6 straight by the Blast to take this 14-2 lead. Now another giveaway. Here comes the Blast down the field. They swing it out wide, looking for DeRue. DeRue move it in, steps over it. Rodriguez gets in the way.
Good double team by Luca right
Now
there.
Alvarez picks up the ball, and Alvarez across the line from behind had it taken away by JT News.
That's a good double team by Lucas right there. Cristiano's got the guy one-on-one. He knew where he wanted to go. He wanted to go inside left. Lucas stepped in, won the ball. That's the kind of defensive commitment that they're going to have to get back in this game.
Baltimore angles a pass for the corner. Andrews, Cody Andrews, steps in there. Nice play there by the local product, Cody Andrews. On over to Cristiano. Forward to, then back to Cristiano. Now the Blast tapped it away, but they knocked it out of bounds. Comets are going to get the kick in here on the near touchline. Here's Andrews, front and center to Hughes. Now to Leo Gibson, back to Hughes. Hughes with a shot, save made by Vanzela. Foul called on the Comets. This one against Cristiano. Ryan Sigich there on the call. Cristiano has a short discussion with the referee, Ryan Sigich.
Need to get a 1 or 2 here for the end of the half and not give up any.
Here's Baltimore. Myers with a drive. How does he get open there on the right side?
That's a very good question. That's something that Kim's going to probably address at halftime, I would think.
Here's Falk walking it in. On the log roll, sacrificing his body, a Blast player.
Solid 6 Eddie Carmine style, right? That's a great tackle by Brian.
Look at Harris. Win it for the Comets. Here's Harris still going forward. Over to Falk, into the middle, and broken up by the Blast. Now Sosa down to the corner. And the Blast once again clear it away. And quickly the other way. Here's Ferdinand down the right side. Ferdinand puts on the brakes. Fires a shot. Oh, what a shot and a good save by Danny Waltman.
Find Leo. Find Leo. He's by himself.
Leo was all by himself at the other end of the field. Leo hits the deck, and a foul is called on Baltimore. Blast coaching staff does not like that as we give you a look at Leo Gibson flying through the air.
With the greatest
I need
of
a
ease.
few spatulas to scrape everybody off the carpet. 4.5 to play in the first half. Comets trail 14-2. Gibson over to Sosa. Back to Cristiano. Now over to Sosa. Now played forward, but that was to Leo Gibson, the defender looking land, playing in front of Leo. Oh, and Ivanovic gets taken down hard by Chris Williams.
That could have been 2 very easily.
Ooh. That's a second foul there on Chris Williams. Blast are trying to win their first championship since 2009. It would be their 6th overall. Comets in the championship series for the first time in a long time. Now last into, here's Neto with some open space.
Good read,
good play
Cristiano.
there by
Good
Cristiano.
tackle again.
And Cristiano wins it. Back
That's
the other way
better.
come the Comets. Cristiano trying to duck it inside the defender, Chris Williams, but it goes back to Van Zela. And Van Zela clears it away.
I'm telling you, Greek, I think we got to put pressure on this goalie.
Here's Cristiano. He'll play it away from the goal. Back to Cody Andrews. Near side Sosa. Down to the corner to Leo Gibson. Comets go for a couple of changes here as Gibson will play it over the near side. Robert Palmer down to the corner to Rodriguez. Comets on offense. Rodriguez away from the goal to Sosa. Now back down to Robert Palmer. And it's booted away there by Baltimore.
Baltimore's doing a great job collapsing back in front of the goal and keeping the shots to a minimum, and they're all from the outside. As soon as I say that.
And they go inside with Robert Palmer, but the Blast there. There's DeRoe clearing it away. Also in there, another defender for the Blast. Hard to see the Blast numbers on there, on their jerseys.
They are tough to see.
So, and I've seen the Blast. I know I can just tell some of the players by the way they run and play on the field. Some of them I cannot. So, Blast fans will do our best for you through the rest of the broadcast. Here's Cody Andrews of the Comets. 4-3, and that one wide right. Cleared away to the half line. Brian Harris is there. Harris by a couple of players. Can't catch up with the third. Cleared away, held in by Lucas. Here's Rodriguez of the Comets. Rodriguez still walking it in off the wall into the area and then cleared away by the Blast.
Again, you look, and Baltimore's got 2 guys inside the box for those balls off the wall or any shots to help the goalie out blocking or getting bodies on guys to keep the shots on the outside. And that's a key. That excellent strategy there.
Here's Asadpour. Still going. Asadpour back on his feet, loses it. Ferdinand's got it for the Blast. Here's Michelle Millwood. Comes near side to Looking Land with 1 minute and 33 seconds left on the first half clock. Manzala on over to DeRue. Across the half line it comes. On up to Healy. Here's a drive for 3. That one no good. Rebound comes off to the Comets. Coming up on 1 minute to play. Comets deliberate out of the back. They get it up there to Alvarez. Myron dribbles it a few times away from the goal to Jean. Under 1 to go here in the first half. 14-2, Baltimore on top of the Comets. Here's Jeff Hughes. Hughes to Jean. Left side, Mads Falk.
Guys, we got to get back.
Comets only have 2 players back now. They get it to Waltman.
Jung was kind of on an island there. If that ball gets to one of their players, it's a 2-on-1 again.
Cristiano across the line to Falk. Pinballing around. Still pinballing around. Who's going to come up with the 50-50 ball? Touched by the Comets. Still just a little bit off the mark. Under 10 seconds to play. And the Blast will clear at the length of the field. Waltman comes up with 1 second left, and that's going to do it for the first half. Comets going to have to reset. The Blast score the first goal of the game. Comets get it tied, and then from then on, all Baltimore. They score 6 straight to close out the first half and lead it 14-2 in Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series. The Major Indoor Soccer League Championship Series only on MISLNation.com.
I want to get the most out of everything, whether it's music, shopping, or adventure. I love the thrill of discovering what's out there using my HTC One. And with unlimited data, talk, text, and song downloads for Move Music, only Cricket gives me everything I need. And more. Because life's better without limits.
Now save over $100 on the HTC One with Beats Audio. Cricket, your call.
The crossing at Berry Road, home of the Comets.
And now let's welcome out for your halftime entertainment. Here come the Galaxy Girls.
Bring the action.
When you have this in the club, you gotta turn it up. You gotta turn it up. You gotta turn it up. When we up in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us. See the boys in the club, they watching us. They watching us. They watching us. Everybody in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. All eyes on us.
I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh.
You are now rocking with Will I Am in Britney.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh.
You are now rocking with Will I Am in Britney.
Put your hands together for your Galaxy Girls, sponsored by Best Security, Celsius Tannery, Bolero Salon and Spa, Gold's Gym, Ringside Fitness, ESI Photography, and All About Dance by Katie. The Galaxy Girls are coached and directed by Charlie Keller. All right, folks, this summer the best women's professional soccer players are coming here. The National Women's Soccer League begins play on April 13th as the Portland Thorns take on FC Kansas City. at Shawnee Mission District Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome some of the players from the Blues who have come tonight to cheer on the Comets. Let's get them out here to midfield. We'll get them lined up, and then as we announce their names, we'll have each one of the ladies step forward. All right, here we go. Erica Timrak, Bianca Henninger, Sinead Fairley, Jen Buskowski, Leanne Robinson, Melissa Henderson, Courtney Jones, Merritt Mathias, Whitney Berry, Casey Barrier, Katie Kelly, Missy Giha, Lizzie Simonin, Natalie Carter, Jamie French, Giselle Arietta, Natalie Norris, Jesse Sanderson, and Lisa Slowinski. Ladies and gentlemen, FC Kansas City. Don't miss them at Shawnee Mission North on April 13th as they kick off the new National Women's Soccer League. We're going to get a quick picture of the ladies to commemorate this first coming together before the fans. Meantime, make sure that you get your Harvesters Fling for Food ball because we're going to start that here in just the next couple of minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, FC Kansas City will be here following the game for the autograph session. Make sure you stop by and get an autograph from your new favorite lady players. Let's hear it once again for FC Kansas City. All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the Harvesters Food Fling, we're going down to the West Goal, and from Mix 93.3, here is Steve Serrano.
All right, thanks, Ed. Comets fans, this is your time to walk away with some cash. Who wants to win some cash? Come on. I know you do. You could walk away with $100, all thanks to Harvesters Fling for Food. Hopefully you had an opportunity to pick up one of the Harvester balls. This is your opportunity right now as Calvin's going to be cruising around. If you make it in his basket, then you walk away with $100 in cash tonight. Are you ready, Calvin? Here we go. Again, the Harvesters Fling for Food, powered by Wholesale Batteries. Again, the Harvesters Fling for Food, powered by Wholesale Batteries. Hopefully we get ourselves a winner tonight, Ed.
Boys and folks are getting close, Steve, but I don't see one in the basket just yet.
Again, if we have multiple people in the basket, we'll split that amount equally. All right, we're going to send Calvin around one more time. Again, if you have a Harvester ball, get rid of it. One more time. Here we go. All All right, come on back, Calvin. We'll see if we get ourselves a winner. Ed, hopefully we do. Ooh. All right, Calvin, we got anything? No winners tonight, but thank you guys so much for playing the Harvesters Fling for Food. Ed, back to you.
Thanks, Steve.
Feel it, baby.
Women's professional soccer is coming to Kansas City. FC Kansas City, part of the new National Women's Soccer League with 8 teams in 8 major markets like Boston, Chicago, Washington, D.C., Seattle, Portland, New Jersey, and Western New York. Begins play this April. The Blues will feature U.S. national soccer team stars like Lauren Cheney and Becky Sauerbrunn, plus other great players from the Canadian and Mexican national teams. Visiting Kansas City this summer will be Hope Solo and many more from last summer's U.S. Olympic gold medal winning team. The top women players in the world competing right here. FCKansasCity.com or 855-4KC Goal.
All right, the Comets want to say thank you to all of their groups in attendance tonight. KC Comets Soccer Club, Raytown Soccer Club, Lee Summit Soccer Association, Blackfire Heat, Blackfire Venom, Raypeck Nitro, Futura Football Club, the FC Kansas City Players, Northeast United Soccer Club, Hector's Auto Repair, members of Comets Nation, Labara KC, and the Missouri Comets supporters seated in Section 120. Also, we have a few happy birthdays this evening. Happy birthday to Comet legend Gino Schiraldi, coming up on March 20th. Happy birthday to Comets backup goalkeeper Boris Pardo, March 22nd. And to Mary Ewert. Don't forget, next season's coming up, and if you want to bring your group, make sure you give us a call at 855-KC Arena for more information. Tonight's music is brought to you by Darren with Kansas City DJ. If you're planning a wedding reception, corporate event, or party, call 816-519-5555 or visit Darren online at kansascitydj.net.
Shake that.
Dance Cam, up on Comets Vision. Show us your moves. Who's got the moves tonight? Let's see it.
In the club, party rock. Looking for your girl, she on my jock, huh? Now stop when we in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block. With a drink, I got to know. Top jeans tattoo, cause I'm rock, raw. Half black, half white, diamond now. Gang of money, open up.
Yo, I'm running through these halls like Drano. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no halo. We party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on a rise to the top. No lead in our Zeppelin. Hey,
Party rock is in the house tonight. Woo! Everybody just have a good time.
Yeah,
and we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
Let's go.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Feel it, man.
And we gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you
shake that.
Every day I'm shuffling. shuffle it, shuffle it. Step up fast and be the first girl to make me throw this cash. We get mine, don't be mad, now stop. Hating is bad. One more shot for us, another round. Please fill up, hook up, don't mess around. We just want to see you shaking that. Now you home with me. Get naked now.
Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sun. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sun. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sun. Put your hands up to the sun. Put your hands up to the sun. Get up, 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 get up. Put your hands up to the sun, to the sun. Put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Nick Vassos back inside Independence Event Center alongside former Comet defender Jeff Davis, John Stratton, our engineer, and Jeff Hughes, Director of Communications for the Missouri Comets. Glad you're with us here. The Comets trail 14-2 at the half. What'd you see there in the first half, JD?
Well, it was a little slow on the Comets side, both getting out of the back and getting forward. It was tough to watch. I'll be very honest. It was very tough to watch. And just talking to some people at halftime, it seems to be the predominant factor. It was just not a very clean, crisp half for the Comets.
Well, we'll see what happens here in the third. They've got their work cut out for them. They trail by a dozen points. Baltimore scored 6 straight to close out the first half, and they have the ball to begin the third. So here we go. Baltimore moving it left to right. Here's DeRue around Rodriguez. DeRue down to the corner. Into the middle it goes, and Waltman makes a brilliant save to keep Baltimore from scoring its 7th straight. The ball remains in play. And Cristiano over there, touched up to Gibson. Gibson forward, back to Cristiano. Trying to center it into the middle to himself, but Looking Land makes a nice defensive play. He is the league's defender of the year. And he's got the ball back for Baltimore. Crossed into the middle. Boy, a lot of dangerous plays out in front of the goal there.
That was very good work by Lucas getting back there, because if not, we were caught again with the guy in the box that was unmarked.
Michelle Millwood, he had a goal in the first half for the Blast. Harris makes a block, and Danny Waltman's got the ball.
See right here, Greek. We got 3 guys just kind of jogging off. Danny's got the ball. We've got to get out of the back quick. Either make your change or get out of the back quicker so that we can get the ball down the field. Now Baltimore's got everybody back. This plays right into their hands. They're up 14-2. We got to put a little pressure on them.
Here's Ryan Jung on over to Harris. Long way to go into this one still. Waldman chips it forward for Alvarez. Byron over the top of his head through the box, looking for Cody Andrews, who sends it back over the other side. There's DeRue over the back of Alvarez, and a foul called. Comets will get it on the kick in here on the right side. Mads Falk will come over for the Comets. He'll touch it back to Jung. Jung moves to his right, hits a right footer, and that one blocked out of there by Healy of the Blast. He comes up to Ferdinand, taken away by Hughes. Hughes, ding dong off the post. Oh, Margaret. Comets maintain possession.
Sorry about that, Greek. Watching this goalie, he stays very, very high out of his box. I think Byron's starting to find that little area at the back post. If they can get those balls through, he's going to have empty nets galore.
Well, a call made by Ron Corey. The fans don't agree. That's on Ryan Jung. That'll be his first.
27 Ryan Jung is first in the second half.
And And we can see the Comets a bit more aggressive on those 50-50 balls. Here comes some pressure from the Comets. Just like you talked about, JD, they get it across the line up to JT Noon. Down to the corner, it goes to Donatelli with a drive off the boards and cleared away by Ivanovic and the Comets. Up to Alvarez. Now Sosa. Into the corner.
That's a
off
good
the boards
ball.
and a goal! There it is. Sosa to Ivanovic. And the Comets trim the blast lead to 10. It's now 14-4.
That's a great ball by John Sosa. Good look and good run through the box by Ivanovic.
Here it is again. Take a look at this one, JD.
Yeah, that's just a great ball, great run. That's what the Comets needed right there. Now we need to keep the pressure on, keep Baltimore under pressure. We can't lay off. We got to keep going here.
For John Sosa, who had a terrific year this year, he had 19 assists this year to go along with his 7 goals. That is his 3rd playoff assist. And the Comets trail by 10. They have the ball again, and here they come down the field. Broken up by Looking Land, up to Patam Myers. Myers runs into Harris. The ball curls around the right wing corner. Waldman boots it on up to Gibson. Gibson chips it forward for Rodriguez. Robert Palmer gets a touch on it. Now Donatelli knocks it back towards the half line, controlled there by Neto. Neto moving to his right. Neto still moving and shoots. Great save by Waltman. And then another rebound goal by Baltimore. It's now 16-4. They answer the Comets' goal.
Yeah, right there he got inside Vahid and got it past Danny after Danny made a brilliant save right before that.
We'll get another look at it here at the replay. A lot of traffic in front of us. Hard to see who got that one in. There's Patam Myers in the box right there.
I think that's who it is Patam Myers.
Baltimore goal at 3:32 in the third quarter. It's the second of the night. For number 7, Patam Myers, with the assist number 11, Tony Donatelli.
So Patam Myers gets the goal, his 2nd of the night. Donatelli comes up with the assist. For Donatelli, he's got 2 goals and an assist now. And our score 16-4 in favor of the Blast. Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series here tonight, live on MISLNation.com. We're live at the Independence Event Center, just a few minutes outside of downtown Kansas City, Missouri, east on I-70. Here's Young walking it in, and Van Zela got a piece of that one. There's JT Noon, clears it. And Cristiano able to touch that one back to Danny Waldman. Here comes some high pressure.
There you go. Now go.
Now across the line. Oh, that one hit Ryan Sigich, the referee here. Kind of broke up the momentum of that attack from the Comets. JT Noon on the other side, centers it. Bounds through to the other side. It's picked up there by Hughes of the Comets. Here's Hughes. On up to Falk. Falk saved by Van Zela. What a save. Jung tries to touch it, and a handball called on the Blast.
That was a great save by Van Zela. Getting the toe out there, very hockey-like.
Comets trail by 12. Here's Sosa. Sosa trots up to it, on over to Jung, hits it first time. Out of bounds she goes off Baltimore, and it'll be a corner kick from the right wing corner.
Baltimore's doing a great job of getting in the shooting lanes. I think maybe what they might want to do this next time is that first little pass and then maybe a second short pass. And that way Baltimore, all the guys on Baltimore will be through the shooting lanes already.
Cody Andrews back to Sosa. Sosa to Cody. Sosa to Jung. Jung forward to Alvarez. Comets leading score, back to Jung. Pinballs around. Baltimore's going to take it back. Oh, there it is. Jung with a toe poke. And the Comets answer back. It's now 16-6. Ryan Jung has his first playoff goal.
Turnaround's fair play, huh, Greek? They turned the ball over in the back. We capitalize.
16-6, and here is the replay. Boy, it just looked like they were almost gave it away, and then Jung found the ball as he came up to it and just poked it past Van Zela. And that trims the Blast lead once again to 10. 9:52 left to play in the third. That's unassisted at 5:08 of the third. Long distribution down the field.
You know what? I love that. There you go. You get a foul going.
Oh,
in.
that
That's
one
great.
Pulled him down here. Foul called on Baltimore.
I love Danny coming up, throwing that ball. There you go.
Ossenport with a three.
That's okay.
And Van Zela makes the save.
That next goal is huge. It's going to make Baltimore think a little bit.
Here's Harris. Right side Ossenport. Chipped in. Two. Amazing attempt by Gibson on the bicycle. Robert Palmer touches it back to Waltman.
That would have got him on their feet.
Oh, my goodness. He's done that before. We've seen the bicycle converted by Leo Gibson. Here's Waltman. Gibson calls for it in the left wing corner. Gibson tried to redirect it into Palmer and kicked out of bounds. That'll be the top of the box. So top of the arc here for the Comets. Ossenport, Sosa, talk it over. Alvarez setting the ball on the top of the arc designation. Alvarez moves out of the way. Ossenport takes it, and it's blocked there by the Blast. Ossenport over to Lucas. Lucas hounded by Donatelli. Lucas still giving ground, and we'll play it back to Waltman. Lucas looks up, chips it forward to Alvarez. Chests it once. Now he and Williams give chase. Out of bounds off Alvarez.
That's a good fight there by Byron.
When he works hard, good things happen.
That is true.
Here's Van Zela. He lifts one long off the glass. Cristiano is there. Touched into Danny. Now over to Jung. Back to Danny. The Blast are going to sit back here after high pressuring the Comets in the first half. The Blast do have a 10-point lead now, 16-6. Coming up on 8 minutes to play in the third. Here comes Danny across the line. Danny for three.
There it
is! Something happens, Danny. Waltman, an assist. With Lucas Rodriguez finding the back of the net. It's now 16-8. Comets have got it to within 8.
You talked about it earlier, Greek. Danny's going to make those ventures out of the net.
Danny Waltman had 3 assists during the regular season. That's his first playoff assist, and here he is. He did record 1 shot against Milwaukee. And we've got a timeout on the field. Let's take a break. 7:59 left to play in the third. Comets on a small 2-goal run. It's Baltimore 16, the Missouri Comets 8. You're watching the MISL Championship Series on MISLNation.com. Well, so far here in the third, the Comets have outscored the Blast 3-1, 6-2 in all, and they've trimmed the Blast lead to just 8 points right now. And they've been doing it by getting the ball forward.
Slow and steady wins a race, brother. Just get one at a time, get back in this game. One more before the end of this quarter. If you can get the second one, that's gravy. And then you're right back in. You're at home. You get the crowd into it, and all of a sudden maybe Baltimore gets a little bit nervous.
Ron Corey got pinned up against the glass there as Jung and several other players tangled up in the corner. Here's Michelle Millwood of the blast. He's double teamed immediately, and it squirts off to Waltman of the Comets.
I like
Waltman
this so
throwing
much
down
better.
the right side looking for Gibson. Gibson gets it by one player. Crossed into the middle, and Van Zela covers up.
Greek, this is what we've been asking for the whole game. They're getting up the field. They're getting Danny's coming up firing, and all of a sudden they're getting opportunities. They're getting Baltimore out of their rhythm.
Here's Asadpour. Nearly won the ball. Still going forward. Both teams play on. Now it's a 3v2. Here's Batam Myers. Left side shot. Save made by Waltman, and he pounces on the rebound. No, what a foul is going to be called maybe on Baltimore here, just to the right of the Comets' goal. Well, maybe not a foul. Maybe the Danny had possession of it.
Yeah.
What are they singing down there? It's up on the ribbon board.
Coming up on 7 to play in the third.
Let's go.
Waltman over to Asadpour. He directing traffic from just inside the half line. Over to Harris now. Up to Mads Falk. Falk couldn't get around one defender. Baltimore picks it off. Here's Michelle Millwood. Right down Main Street.
Great
Save!
save. Another
Rebound
one.
shot. Now Millwood with
There
another
we
drive.
go,
And
boys.
it's blocked by the Comets.
There we go. That's better. That's some commitment on defense. Danny makes a couple saves. Get in there and block some shots for him.
And a pushing foul called against Max Ferdinand of the Baltimore Blast. Nice piece of sportsmanship there by Ferdinand. Helped Danny up.
Baltimore pushing foul number 14. Stephen Drew is second.
No, they say that was on Daru. Excuse me. But great defense there by the Comets. Well, there's another possible chance by the Blast. Louis Roque around the boards. Drives through.
And he's starting to
Waltman,
feel it.
another save. It preserves the 8-point lead for the Blast. Now Van Zela. He boots it long. On up to Donatelli. Donatelli settles it right in the middle of the field. Down in Looking Land. Who fires a shot? Danny makes another save.
There we
Waltman
go.
up and throwing for Alvarez. Byron gets it. Moves into the middle. Byron Alvarez down to the corner to Ivanovic. Away from the goal to Jean. Banged off the boards, and Van Zela comes up for it and naps it for Baltimore.
You know, if nothing else, even this getting up and Danny coming out humming, it's at least got our legs moving. It's got us getting out of the back and kind of having some intensity, some effort.
And created chances. Here
Yeah,
comes high
exactly.
pressure again. Waltman's pass off the mark. Oh, the Blast nearly won it back, but the Comets get it. And here comes Cody Andrews. On the far boards there, battling with Neto. And a foul called on Neto.
Baltimore fouls number 15 to Dono Neto. His first.
That's Adato's first foul for the Blast. Waltman into the corner for Gibson. Gibson got two players around him. Everybody trying to dig it out of the boards. Healy's over there along with Leo.
Good tackle, good step by Cody
And
there.
Andrews is over there. Ivanovic, Sosa, everybody over here. Waltman, 2 saves in the first half. He has 8 in this quarter. There's
a
Gibson.
Dangerous restart here.
Fouled by Healy of the Blast, and the Comets are going to get a chance here. 4:43 left to play in the third.
You got to be thinking Leo Gibson somewhere here. Doesn't look like he's setting up for the shot. But, there he is.
Oh, he was open. And Gibson roofed it. Oh,
man, that was
great opportunity there. Gibson right out in front. Could not put it on target. And nobody more sick about it than Leo himself.
Exactly.
Now a foul is going to be called against the Comets here. That's That's going to go against Brian Harris. And it's his first foul of the second half. 4.5 to play in the third. Comets trail by 8. They've outscored the Blast 6-2 here in the third. Here's Michelle Millwood with a drive, and look out, folks. That was Chris Williams there with the drive. Goal kick coming up to the Comets.
He's got a little bit of the old school kid in play there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I think Chris Williams was a late acquisition by this Baltimore team. Like every
good ball, Danny.
Team in the league. There's a drive by Rodriguez. And that one rattled the cage just above the crossbar.
That was a great ball out of the back by Danny. Good first touch by Luca and a good hit.
Here's Harris. Ryan Harris fires it, ding dong off the post. How did that get through and almost in?
That was the old bending swirler knuckleball.
4 minutes and 10 seconds left. 50-50 ball in the midfield area. But Tom Myers, Hughes, Brian Harris all give chase. Near side it comes to Cristiano. Alvarez is taken down to the ground. Restart coming up to the Comets. 3:43. Asadpour peels off. Cristiano winds up. Boom, Basso. Look out, folks. Goal kick coming up to the Blast. Just saw former wing and former Comet Jamie Harding stop by our playoff position here.
Former wing. And former roommate, too. Seems like that road down 35 kind of is going back and forth with some players, hasn't it?
Oh, my goodness, yeah. 3.5 to play. The MISL Championship. Jung over to Wasadpour. Into the corner to Alvarez. Turns, fires. Into the middle. Falk was there but could not redirect.
Good step again.
Here's Cody Andrews. Over to Alvarez. His drive a little bit wide to the left.
That's two really good decisions by Cody in the last couple series where he stepped up and at the right time, won the ball and kept it in play.
And a couple of nice looks there by Ryan Jung. He's been finding his teammates out of the back. Here's Alvarez. He'll chest in the right wing corner, marked by Looking Land. Alvarez away from the goal to Robert Palmer. Now front and center, Jung.
Every time I hear Robert Palmer, I want to think Simply Irresistible.
He is simply, I'm just waiting for him to score because you know that's coming out. Here's JT Noon of the Blast. Right down Main Street. Left side, cross to the far post, and Danny Waltman snares it for the Comets. Here's some
That's
high
a good
pressure
run by Sosa right there. He was giving Danny an outlet.
And there's Robert Palmer, front of the Blast bench. That pass a little bit off the mark. Sosa's got a backtrack. Comets will reset it. Here comes Danny right up Main Street. Touches it over to Sosa. Now go. Sosa on over to Jung. Under 2 to play. Jung to Gibson. Gibson pushed from behind by Healy. Ball spins off and back into Comet territory. Danny Waltman forward to Ivanovic.
You got to give Baltimore all the credit in the world here. They're playing an excellent defensive game. Guys are tied everywhere. There's not a lot of space for the Comets.
Oh, a drive from 3 and Harris.
As soon as I say that, Brian hits one from his own end.
And that one had some nasty dip on that too, and just barely missed the target. Foul called on Baltimore. Comets restart.
He's hitting that ball dead in the center because he's getting that knuckler.
That is so hard to stop. Poked away by Roque. Down the right side, Lucas marked by Sosa. Sosa pushes him into the boards. Roque goes down. Both teams play on.
Trouble.
Gibson got some space. Gibson shields away the defender. Gibson still into the middle. And he's poked away there, and a good defensive play by DeRue. DeRue down the right side with the
Good
ball.
step by
Centers
Sosa.
it into
Well
the middle and
read.
broken up by Sosa, the Comets. Stepped in by Gibson. 46 seconds left. Oh, and Patom Myers takes down Leo Gibson, who kind of went down awkwardly, but he's going to be okay, thankfully. 42 seconds left. Pressure from Neto.
Neto gave him a little shove in the back there.
Yeah, sure did. But you know what? Ferdinand of the Blast went it back. Ferdinand puts on the brakes on the yellow line with 30 seconds left. Back to Patom Myers.
Ferdinand's been one of the most dangerous Blast players all night long. He's been deadly. His speed and movement off the ball, he's been great tonight for them. Looks like he's got a little hitch in his giddy up right now.
Yeah, after being held scoreless in the first 2 games against Chicago. Danny's got it. 9 seconds left. Long distribution to Lucas Rodriguez. It touched him and it goes out of bounds. Boy, he had Alvarez just coming on from the bench as well. 4.9 left. Into the corner looking for Neto. Popped up into the air. Horn sounds, and that'll do it for the third. The Comets make up a little bit of ground against the Baltimore Blast, but Baltimore still leads it after 3, 16-8. You're watching the Major Indoor Soccer League Championship Series only on MISLNation.com.
And 104. He's got some other goodies too. Who wants them? Make some noise.
Shut them down in the club where the Playboy does till they all get loose out the bottle. We all get fit in again tomorrow. Gotta break rules cause that's the motto. Club shut down 100 supermodels.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be a home run, show me how you do. I wanna shut down the club.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go out to midfield once again from Mix 93.3. Here is Steve Serrano.
All right, thanks, Ed. All right, guys, it's now time to play the Cricket Kick It to Win It contest. I've got 2 contestants that are going to be helping us out. We've got RJ and Thomas helping us out. Let's hear it for both of our contestants. All right, first things first, they're first going to text Cricket and Comets. Once they complete that, then they're just going to lightly kick the soccer ball and try to get it to land right here on the Comets logo. The person that does it closest to the logo is going to walk away with an HT1 smartphone and 2 months of service. Gentlemen, are you ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. First texting Cricket and Comets. Once you complete that, kick the soccer ball, get it to land right on the Comets logo. Oh, putting the phone down. I like it. Ooh, might be a little too strong. We're still texting over there, Ed. Cricket and Comets is what you're going for. I think he's flirting with the Galaxy girls. All right, give us a kick. Oh. Whatever the Galaxy girl said, that's probably our best kick of the year right there. Congratulations. Walking away with an HT1 smartphone and 2 months of service thanks to Cricket. Good job.
Back live inside Independence Event Center alongside Jeff Davis. This is Nick Vassos. Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series continues. John Stratton, our engineer. Jeff Houston, communications director. We're live here at Independence Event Center, and the Blast lead it 16-8.
Homer shot deflected off a Baltimore player out of bounds. Corner kick Comets.
Got it, Natron. Got it. Comets are going to get a restart opportunity here in the right wing corner. It's Lucas Rodriguez spotting the ball over to Hughes. Hughes hits it. And he got underneath that one, blasts it up into the second deck. And
Space Station mirror. Just waiting to hear it.
Up to the International Space Station she goes. Van Zela is going to chuck it 3/4 to the length of the field. And Danny Waltman comes off his line. Comets clear it. Can they get something going here? Up to Jean.
Good ball back
to Hughes. Here's Hughes moving to his left. Off the boards to Rodriguez, who flashed in there.
Again, that's great defense by Baltimore. They get their guys in the box and they're blocking shots for their goalie in dangerous areas.
Here's Harris. The Comets have outshot Baltimore 24-20. Here's Danny Waltman. Danny Waltman's made 10 saves. Van Zela's made 10 saves. Gibson chases Looking Land into the corner. Looking Land lifts it into the air. One high hop off the turf, and Harris of the Comets settles it. He tries to turn Donatelli. Donatelli steps in front of him. The Blast get it back momentarily. Now Roque and Harris battle for it. Harris has got it. Fires a shot. Another shot from Brian Harris.
Wow.
And that one is sent up to the International Space Station. They're filling up there.
That was, honestly, that might have been the highest shot I've ever seen in this arena.
Fouls, 16 for Baltimore, 6 for the Missouri Comets. No penalties so far in this game.
I would love to see the possession totals for both teams because it does seem like the Comets have had the ball a lot more. Baltimore's getting the ball in the more dangerous areas, obviously. Getting the turnovers deep inside of our own zone, but it seems like the Comets have had the ball an awful lot.
This is the final frame. Comets trail by 8. Game 2 of this championship series on Saturday night in Baltimore. You can watch that game on MISLNation.com. Cody Andrews, who's been the hero for the Comets in their semifinal series against Milwaukee, tallied 8 points in those 3 games. Danny Waltman didn't want to do it, but he boots it out of bounds. And it'll go over to Baltimore.
That's a break there for the Comets. Luckily, that ball hit the top of the boards, or it was coming all the way back to the top of the box.
Oh, and that's what Looking Land is.
He's talking to the kid in the first row, asking him for some referee help.
Over to Patam Myers. Now to Neto. Cody Andrews steps in front. Broke it up for a second. Baltimore maintains possession. There's Neto to Patam Myers.
Good read
and
there
Ryan
by
Jung is there. Jung trying to get it over to Alvarez. Alvarez and DeRue give chase. Alvarez still going forward. Boy, he's all over Byron Alvarez and no call. Baltimore comes up with it. "12 minutes to play, 16-8. Blast on top of the Comets. Here's Mads Falk. Up to Leo. Near side Asadpour. Comets team captain. Into the middle it comes to Ryan Jung. Ryan Jung, the Omaha native.
Got to get some movement up top.
Over near side Asadpour. Vahid, wall pass, Ivanovic. Cross to the far post. Nobody there for the Comets. Michelle Millwood, along with Leo Gibson.
That's good,
over
though.
there. Robert
Immediate
Palmer.
pressure.
Yeah. All the way back to Waltman it goes. Clock keeps rolling. And the Comets trail by 8. Sosa lifts it for the corner to Leo Gibson. Leo Gibson draws the foul against Baltimore.
This is the time now, Greek. They gotta start getting some pretty quickly here.
Gotta get creative here, Comets. Oh my gosh, three-pointer off the post. Comets maintain possession. Into Leo Gibson with a drive. And he hit the post again. Got a whistle here. Who's this one going to go against? Looks like it'll go against the Missouri Comets. That's Cristiano. It's first of the half. Blast trigger the restart. Into the corner to Roque. Ivanovic clears it for the Comets. Donatelli is there and he heads it out of bounds. Correction, that was Pat Healy. Patrick Healy, the one that knocks it out of the bounds. 10.5 to play. Sosa. His pass deflects off a Blast player, goes out of bounds. Comets will have it on the kick in here. Cristiano into Ivanovic, now over to Harris. Harris's drive for three, blocked by the Blast. Now Leo Gibson back to Brian Harris again for three. Ball loose out in front of the Blast net. Sosa controls, now over to Cody Andrews. He busts one from downtown, deflected wide. Gibson up with the rebound. Gibson fires one in there. Van Zela makes the save. Gibson going for the rebound.
Leo's working very hard this shift.
Pinned up against the boards. Back to Harris.
Keep the ball a little bit. Oh.
And a handball called on Harris. Max Ferdinand scoreless heading into this game. Plays it away from the goal, then on down to Neto. Neto with 9 points leads the Blast in playoff scoring. He's already on the scoreboard here again this evening. He's triple teamed by the Comets. And then Neto shields away Harris, and the Blast get it back. But Tom Myers tries to slide it over to Neto.
Cody's done a really good job. He's been one of the bright spots defensively for the Comets tonight.
Back the other way come the Comets, but the Blast wrestle it away once again. Under 10 now, coming up on 9 minutes to play in the game. Now Neto all alone. Neto and Cody Andrews comes back. Boy, Cody Andrews is playing his you-know-what off. And a foul called against Neto of the Blast.
Yeah, he's really played well.
Forward to Alvarez. Now to Jeff Hughes. Hughes using some of that speed there, but puts on the brakes. Now we'll move to his right. Wall pass into the middle, looking for Alvarez. Kicked out by the Blast. Comets hold on to it. Near side, Robert Palmer. Palmer into the corner it goes for Alvarez. Blast player steps in front. Alvarez knocked to the ground, and a foul called on Baltimore. That's Byron's first. I think that's Patrick Healy over there. That might be.
Yeah, it is.
Pat Healy took exception to what Byron was doing from the seat of his pants. I guess he was giving him the business with his feet. Waldman's got it for the Comets. 8.5 to go. Here's Robert Palmer. Got some space down the right side. Palmer with a drive. Benzela makes the save.
I'm telling you, just watching this goalie's position, he's very good positionally and shot stopping. If we can get those runs to the back post, he's way out up high in that box.
Well, it's going to take to get Baltimore out of position here tonight, and so far, credit to the Blast. Their defense has done terrific.
Absolutely. You can tell they've been well coached.
Van Zela long. Jung is there. Asadpour with a header towards the half line. Taken back by the Blast. Here's Michelle Millwood. Turns and fires. Ding dong off the crossbar. 7:45 to play. Ball loose in the midfield area. Asadpour gives chase. The Blast win the 50-50 ball. Now Millwood again. Off the inboards. Cleared away. Held in by the Blast. JT Noon.
That's a great ball right there.
Now to Millwood. Popped up into the air. Chris Williams going forward with it. Still going forward. Big pile up there. Whistle and a foul. Called against the Comets.
That's where we got to batten down the hatches here. We got to have a good setup defensively and get in front of this shot.
7:20 to play. Here's Millwood. And a timeout called by the Blast.
Their first charge timeout in the second half. This is also the officials' timeout.
But you know what it's time for?
Oh, the Greek. Here we go. I got to back away.
You know what it's time for?
Here it goes. I'd like to apologize to everybody across the nation.
Sorry you had to witness that so close.
No problem. My eyes burned, but it's cool.
Did you need you to get you an air sickness bag? Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Get
I already
that one. John, you got one for JD?
I apologize to everybody across the nation for that display.
All right, here's a restart for Baltimore. I'm hoping that gives the good guys a little bit of good luck. They got to buckle down here. Millwood on the ball with it in the right wing corner. Blast lead by 8. Touchback, shot, blocked by the Comets. Still loose. Gibson trying to clear it away. On the volley, goes out of bounds. It'll be the Comets ball with 7:14 left to play in the game.
That's a good defensive stand right there by the Comets.
Here's Danny. Oh, just above the head of Cristiano. And that goes out of bounds. It'll be the clock. The time left is now becoming a factor. Blast. Out wide, Millwood with a goal off the restart. The Blast now lead it 18-8.
That one little short pass and then a good finish. It took a little deflection on Danny. Got in the back of the net.
Baltimore goal, 7:59 to the fourth quarter. Goes number 23, Michelle Millwood, is second of the night, with the assist number 24, Mike Littleland on the restart. Number 23, Millwood, number 24, Littleland on the restart at 7:59, 2 points.
Off the restart, Looking Land to Millwood. And Millwood's second goal of the night. It's now 18-8. Comets are down by 10. They got to start cracking right now.
Yeah, they got nothing to lose. I mean, basically, they just got to go forward, put pressure on them, get some shots off, and crash the box.
Here's Harris. Harris fires from 3. Oh, Margaret, that was close.
He's been about 6 inches off all night long with some cannons.
And the sixth attacker is out there for the Comets, Vahid Asadpour, on as the sixth attacker. Right side, Sosa. Oh, and the Comets just gave it away there and nearly rolled one in from the other side of the field. Asadpour picks it up for Missouri. Rolls it out to Lucas Rodriguez. Rodriguez across the line with under 6 to play now. Gibson back to Lucas, down to the corner to Leo. Correction, Byron. Now Rodriguez with a drive. Out front. And cleared away by Baltimore. Asadpour to Leo. Alvarez into Leo.
It's a great little touch by Leo.
Back to Asadpour. Left side, Rodriguez. Right side, Asadpour. Now Sosa. Sosa's pass picked off but deflected over to the Comets. Into the middle it goes from Harris. Crank that Hughes. Cleared away by the blast. Into Leo. Over to Hughes. Cross to the far post. Baltimore defends it again.
Yeah, that's that dangerous area right there. We've got to get somebody into that area.
Under 5 to play. And here comes Asadpour. Over to Alvarez. Chipped over the top looking for Hughes. Picked up there by the blast. Rolled towards the Comets' goal. Rodriguez there saves it from crossing the line. And the Comets press out again. Comets trail by 10 with 4.5 to play in the game. Here is Rodriguez to Asadpour. Now Alvarez hits it and he strikes it in. That's a 6th attacker goal. And that'll be a 2-pointer for the Comets. It's 18-10.
Good ball by Vahid there and a good finish by Byron.
That was close to being a 3-pointer, but he must have just kicked it inside the line. See, we'll check it here on the replay again. Yep, that's a 2-pointer.
Yep.
Just barely inside the line. So Danny Waltman comes back on. 4 minutes left to play. Comets within 8.
2 defenders need to step here right there. That's good by Jean.
Comets trying to win it. And Cody Andrews is there. Here comes Cody Andrews over to Brian Harris. Oh, looking to the far post to Gibson. Could not get there. Waltman goes off. 6th attacker comes on. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Comets trail at home to the Baltimore Blast in Game 1 of the championship series. Here's Rodriguez. On over to Sosa. Sosa 50 feet away from the goal. Now front and center Asadpour. Over to Rodriguez.
Work Neto a little bit. Get him running back and forth.
Now Sosa. Skip pass to Rodriguez. Down to the right wing corner to Sosa. Fires a shot. Rebound. Another goal. Leo Gibson scores, and it's now 18-12.
That's that soft spot in the defense we've been talking about all night. Leo finally finds it. Ball pops to him, and he just buries it.
Well, things tightening up just a little bit more. It's a 6-point game with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Still plenty of time. Keep putting the high pressure on them. Ever since the Comets went to a high pressure, they've been playing much better.
6th attacker goal, the second one in a row by the Comets. And they're going to give the assist to Sosa. Sosa's going to get the assist. That's his 4th postseason assist this year.
I just want to give a shout out to Francis Heisinger running across the field right now. Somebody might want to get some oxygen for that man. That was a whole 20-yard jog for him.
There's Vlatko in the middle of the Comets huddle right there. And we want to thank every single one of the 5,279 that showed up here tonight to watch Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series. Thank you from the Missouri Comets and the MISL. Great crowd here tonight.
Unfortunately, Greek, they didn't have a whole lot to get into it about in the first quarter and the first half, actually. And now you've got a few goals. They're back into it again.
Well, we're hoping here that something will go the Comets' way, but Donatelli stole it, fired a shot, blocked by the Comets. Here's Michelle Millwood. You don't want him operating out front. Donatelli off the wall to Millwood. Back to Pata Myers. Comets closing in defensively. Precious time is ticking off the clock. Brian Harris battling with Donatelli.
Just bulldogging it out of there.
And Brian pushed to the side, one back by the Blast. Now Gibson is there, and a foul is called on Millwood. 2:44 left to play. Comets need some points. Vahid Asadpour saying, let's go, boys.
We need a Luka missile three-pointer to get right back in the sucker.
Asadpour to Gibson, on over to Rodriguez. One touch, fires a shot, and a save is made by Vansela. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Asadpour to Gibson. Back to Vahid. Now right side Sosa. Back to Vahid. Now left side, down to the corner to Alvarez. Banged off the box. Gibson there, still loose out front. Vanzela's got it. Now under 2 minutes to play. Time really going to be a factor.
Good read by Zhang.
Comets down by 6. Zhang plays it back to the corner. Vahid forward to Sosa. Here's Sosa to Gibson. Rodriguez sets up looking to crack one. Now, that one almost deflected in.
Grenade.
Off of Gibson. Vanzela throws it the length of the field. Asadpour tracks it down. 90 seconds to play. Looks like the Comets are going to fall here in Game 1 of the MISL Championship Series. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to play. Baltimore has been everything that they've been billed. Experienced, tough, talented, and they'll punish you when you make mistakes. 1:07 to play. Asadpour on up to Rodriguez. Baltimore in search of their first championship since 2009. And the Missouri Comets looking to have returned to the finals for the first time since 96-97. 45 seconds left. And Baltimore clears at the length of the field. That should do it, as the Blast have come here in Game 1 on the road and have stolen this game from the Comets. The Comets' work is going to be cut out for them.
Baltimore played a great road game, came out pressured early, then it got the lead.
Here's an open net situation, and Baltimore rolls it in. Donatelli the goal. And that'll do it. 21-12 will be the final score with 14 seconds left to play. Comets are going to fall here at home to the Baltimore Blast.
Yeah, Baltimore, like I said, Baltimore came out, had a good game plan, and played it to a T. They're, like you said, they're veteran leadership on the bench, veteran leadership on the field. They played a very, very good road game.
Number 11, Donatelli, is third of the night against the sixth attacker, 3 points at 14:46.
Vlatko Andonovski and the coaching staff unfiled from the bench, and that's a final. Baltimore 21, the Missouri Comets 12. Game 1 goes to the Baltimore Blast. Game 2 is coming up on Saturday night. Well, each team is going to shake hands. We did not have a penalty in tonight's game. And Baltimore is everything that we built them up to be. They're a tremendously talented and experienced team, as we've talked about. And Donatelli gets a hat trick. You got a couple of goals from Patam Myers. You've got Looking Land, who's contributing for Baltimore. Max Ferdinand got into the scoring column for the first time in the playoffs. And the Comets just weren't sharp. They just weren't sharp tonight for whatever reason.
Yeah, the first half they weren't sharp at all. I think the second half, like we were talking about, they came out and they started putting pressure on. That just kind of forces you into the game. The first half we just kind of looked lethargic. Our passes were off. Our defensive coverage was bad, or we were a step away here, step away there. And against a team like this, you make those kinds of mistakes, they're going to put it away. And, I mean, this thing was basically over in the first quarter.
Well, so the next step is to travel to Baltimore.
Yeah, done it before. They're the only team that's beaten Baltimore in Baltimore this year. They can go back to those experiences, live on those, and try and pull it out same way they did in Milwaukee. They're not dead yet, so strap them back on and show up to the next one.
They'll have to win game 2, full 60-minute game, and if they win that game on the road, they'll play a 15-minute mini game like they did in Milwaukee. And like you said, Jeff, it can be done. The Comets did prove that against the Milwaukee Wave, against all odds. So they haven't done things easy all year, that's for sure, have they?
No, not why. Why would we?
Well, hey, I appreciate you sitting in for Jim Schwab tonight. It was great to see you.
Absolutely, buddy.
Really
Anytime.
appreciate your insight, JD.
Absolutely.
And everything about it. So that's the final score, and that is going to do it here live from the Independence Event Center. Baltimore comes in and steals game 1 by a final score of 21-12. For John Stratton, our engineer, and Jeff Houston, communications director for the Comets, and my broadcast partner, Jeff Davis, this is Nick Vassos. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Game 2 of the MISL Championship Series coming your way Saturday night right here on MISLNation.com. Till then, we say good night, everybody.